Marissa and April drove in silence to New Mexico, Adam sleeping soundly in the trunk, to the same run-down motel they always met the transporter at. They had heard it was a new guy. The old one had gotten himself into trouble online. They crossed into New Mexico, and 45 minutes later they'd arrived at the motel. The familiar dark SUV was already parked in the usual spot. Marissa parked next to it and got out, popping the trunk so Adam was accessible. She heard the front door of the SUV open, and the transporter made his way towards the trunk of both vehicles. As soon as Marissa saw him, 1,000 snapshots of her childhood that she'd forgotten came hurling at her like a ton of bricks. He clearly didn't recognize her because he remained emotionless. He didn't even give her a second glance. His face had barely changed. It was older, of course, but the basics were very much the same. Especially his eyes, lifeless and cold. He took Adam out of the trunk, wrapped in a blanket, and cloaked by the darkness of the night, and placed him gently in the trunk of the SUV. He gave Marissa a nod before they both got back into their vehicles. Normally Marissa left first, but she couldn't get herself to move as the SUV left.
Marissa, are you okay? What's wrong? Did he say something to you? You look like you've seen a ghost or something. Did you see him? The transporter. No, it's too dark for me to see anything. Why? What happened, Marissa? You're scaring me. It was the man who took us from our beds that night. He's the one who took us, April. His name is Jason. He had come over to Dad's house the night before we're taken. He unlocked the window. I remembered it all as soon as I saw him. Why did you let him get away? Maybe he still talks to Dad. You know, we both have strong memories of him. We just can't talk about it here. What if we go to the police? They can help us now, can't they? We can't do that, and you know it. If it were a possibility, I already would have done it. They have GPS locators on the car, on our phones, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're chipped somewhere ourselves. As much as I don't like this, I don't like the thought of being unalive even more.
As if on cue, Marissa's phone rang. It was Caroline. She answered immediately.
What's going on? Why haven't you left the motel yet? Don't linger there. You're going to look suspicious just sitting in a parked car.